You may begin.
Yes, hi. Good afternoon. Thank you for having us again. My name is Veronica Gonzalez. I represent myself, but not only myself, my fellow tenants, and also others that are suffering through the hands of NYCHA and also with RAD PAC. I'm here to be a voice for everyone. And basically, I'm going to summarize what I'm here for. I've seen my families who suffered through the hands of NYCHA for many years. I am also a product child of the Lower East Side for over 40 years, and I firsthand seen my family being affected by this, of NYCHA with their negligence and the way they're handling things, and the fact that they don't care about their own tenants. They are a profit. They are not what they care about at the end of the day. And for me, particularly the reason why I'm here is to voice other people and help them, and to also be a part of the community and let their voices be heard and be seen. And when RAD came here, and they came here to tell the lies and the deceit to us, the public, about what they're doing for us. They're not. They're here to look out for themselves. End of the day, I hope and pray that everything you heard of everyone that spoke about them, and you make a final decision and make sure that RAD PAC does not affect us of the Jacob Reed's houses or any houses that are being affected of this matter and this reason well-being. That's the reason why I'm here to fight for everyone who are in this room to know that they are not being heard, and they're not going to be despaired and basically being rejected. And we need to all fight and unite together. This is the reason why I'm here, and I'm thank you for your time, and thank you so much for hearing all our voices to be heard and knowing RAD PAC are not here for us. They're here to make a profit. That's it.
Thank you for your advocacy.
Thank you so much.
Jason?
No.
You may begin.
Good afternoon. My name is Jason Morello. I am a member of the New York State Conservative Party. I'm also a longtime advocate and resident of NYCHA, Jacob Reed's houses, for over 30 years. And I am also a running for city council as well, and District 2. And I hope to be with you as a colleague, fighting the good fight regarding this issue very soon. But here's my official statement. So I am Jason Morello, and I'm here today because NYCHA residents, our neighbors, our families are being left to suffer. For years, we watched public housing fall into deeper despair. We're seeing broken elevators, toxic mold, crumbling ceilings, no heat in the winter, no gas in the summer. We've seen lives put at risk, seniors trapped in their apartments, children breathing in hazardous conditions. And what have our so-called leaders done? They have handed our homes over to PAC RAD, a privatization scheme designed as a solution they promised us better conditions, but what have we gotten instead? More evictions, more neglect, more mismanagement. They're taking public housing out of public hands, stripping residents of their rights and silencing the very people who built these communities. And Council Member Carlina Rivera, Assembly Member Harvey Epstein, and Governor Hochul stood by as this all has happened. And they told us that we'll fight for public housing. But when the time came, they failed us, and they let NYCHA deteriorate. They let private developers take over and let the people, our people, be pushed out.
Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
Next.
Hi, my name is Zulay Velasquez from Reese, and I just want to talk about a few things. So one thing I want to say is that around May, me and a few other people started petitioning against the privatization. And we gathered here, we have over 600 petitions that state that we, the residents, basically have not given the tenant association any verbal or written permission to make decisions on our behalf regarding RAD, especially one so sensitive that could displace us, right? The tenant association process, even a CCOP or the DCOP, that whole structure is compromised, right? But not only is it compromised, right, from the top, like they have NYCHA's controlling that. How is NYCHA controlling this, right? So they're controlling this, and at this point, even though they say that they are the elected people, right? The process in which they do it is not good. But here it says, has the tenant association asked you your opinion about Rat Pack? Now, the residents know we are all the members. They're all operating with bylaws that are over 30 years old. Not good. So in there it says collect fees. In there it says the membership is their committees. But you know what? We are all members. So they didn't come to us and say, hey, do you want this before they came in? They just said, we're going to do it. But we are members, all of us. And all these 600 plus people, which I'm going to submit as evidence, is basically saying no to RAD already. We've already said no to that, okay? Now, in regards to the voting process, we had a tenant association election, and they stopped it. They stopped it because they tampered with our process. They changed order around, put people in different places, and then wanted us to go through with election. It was a recording that stopped it, but they could have also done the right thing. But instead of doing the right thing, they just canceled it so they can pause just in enough time to do the Rat Pack election.
30 seconds to wrap it up.
Rat Pack election. And so now they're knocking on people's doors, and they even violated the ADA rules for the people who are disabled. Blind lady doesn't know what's going on at Reese, okay? You have people who are being told at the door. Basically, they called me yesterday to sign. So they're getting signatures from people. The ballot is really unclear. They don't say in the package, I think, that you're gonna get a physical ballot. So this is gonna be a mail, or like a virtual kind of ballot. They can falsify that. They say we only got 5 apartments. We got over 100 empty apartments. So how, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we need to make sure that those empty apartments don't get votes. That's number one. Number two, HUD told them to start an election over again, not the nomination process for the TA. But what they're doing at Reese is that since I ran on a platform that against the privatization, they stopped that, because if it goes through the other current TA and they say yes, then I can't stop it when I get in.
Right.
And that's what's going on here, because they could have paused and not done anything, just continue election, and they didn't do that.
Okay. Thank you for your testimony. We'll now have Renee Keith, David.